This hero never expected that after finally defeating the Demon King, he would be killed by the very humans he swore to protect. As the Iron Chain slowly descended, the life of a once great hero came to an end. It turned out the hero's existence threatened the king's authority, and for that reason alone, he had to die. Facing the cruel death of the hero, the goddess felt deep sorrow, for she had long grown disgusted with this corrupt world. If no change was made, countless tragedies like this would continue to happen. So the goddess revived the hero, planning to have him join her in rebelling against this world.
私のものになる。レオニス。
And thus, the hero was brought back to life by the goddess. 2 years later, the former hero, Jack, had become the undead demon lord. To create a new order, he began his crusade against humanity. This time, he fought for the goddess. No matter how powerful the enemy, he would fight with all his might to bring them down. However, as the demon lord, Jack was no longer as strong as he once was. His attributes had changed completely, and he could no longer wield the power of the holy sword. To restore Jack's strength, the goddess transformed the holy sword into a demonic sword, allowing Jack, even as a demon, to wield its divine power. With the magic sword's power, Jack grew even stronger. In just a few years, he conquered vast lands and built a mighty demon empire. At this point, the goddess told Jack she was about to die. She would reincarnate into the world 1,000 years later, and hoped Jack would find her then. If by that time she had lost her mind, or even become a monster, she wanted Jack to kill her. Jack refused, so the goddess explained that the magic sword would lead him to her true self. After saying all this, she reincarnated. Jack continued expanding his empire, but humanity, desperate to defeat him, abandoned their human forms and became apostles of the gods. With their newfound power, they led an army that soon breached Jack's fortress. As they closed in on his throne room, Jack prepared for a final battle, but his subordinates stopped him, because he had a promise to keep with the goddess. If he died now, that promise would be broken. With no other choice, Jack sealed himself away, vowing to awaken 1,000 years later, to find the reincarnated goddess. And so, 1,000 years passed. One day, Jack was suddenly awakened by a girl, thinking she was an intruder. He was ready to strike her down, only to realize he had returned to his appearance before becoming a hero. While Jack stood there stunned, Jenny, thinking he was frightened, pulled him into a hug. That hug knocked Jack out cold. When he finally woke up, he learned that this girl was his savior. She had come to the ruins on a mission, and accidentally released Jack. Through conversation, Jack learned that magic no longer existed in this world. People could only use the power of the holy sword, but very few could actually awaken it. Those who couldn't relied on advanced technology to fight. Just then, a monster suddenly appeared. Jenny quickly opened fire, but the bullets had no effect. Jack tried to use magic to kill it, but tripped and fell instead. At the last second, reinforcements arrived. It was Lucy, who had awakened the holy sword's power. She defeated the monster in a single blow. Jack was stunned, but there was no time to dwell on it. They had to escape the ruins. As they neared the exit, another monster appeared. Jack tried to cast a spell, but Jenny pushed him aside. At that moment, the monster attacked. Unable to dodge, Jenny was killed. Even as she died, she worried about Jack, and told him to regroup with Lucy. Furious, Jack summoned his staff, and unleashed powerful magic. A crushing force slammed into the monster, obliterating it instantly. After the battle, Jack tried to revive Jenny with a resurrection spell, but it didn't bring her back to life. It turned her into an undead. He didn't tell her the truth, instead lying that he had healed her with magic. Soon, Lucy arrived to meet them. With nowhere else to go, Jack had no choice but to follow them.